Hello everybody, today we have beautiful Asus VivoBook 15. It's a F1502 series. It's an Intel Core i7 12th gen laptop. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Start with bottom screws. Okay, once you have all the screws out, you can separate the bottom case from the Palmrest. So find a gap where you can put your tool in and work your way around the edge to disconnect all the clips. Okay, and the bottom's out. Here we have the part number. Now we can access all the internal components, so start with disconnecting the battery. Maybe easier if we take out the screws first, so unscrew all the screws. Now slide this clip up and you can pull out the connector. So if the battery is swollen or doesn't hold the charge, you can replace it. And here you have the model number for the battery. Now we can see here our storage. So if your laptop doesn't boot and tells you there is no boot device, or you would like to upgrade storage to the bigger one, this is how you could do it. So just unscrew one screw and you can take out the drive. That's the SSD drive. Here we can see our RAM memory. It has one slot. If the memory doesn't work or you would like to replace it, upgrade it, you can do it. So that's our memory. Here, that's our Wi-Fi card. So if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. Gently disconnect the antenna wires. And now we can take out the card. Here we have the model number for the card. Now here, those are our speakers. So if the sound is bad, you can replace your speakers. Disconnect it from the motherboard. Follow the cable and you will reach the second speaker. So those are our speakers. Here we have the part number. Now that's our heatsink. So sometimes if the laptop overheats, you would like to add the cooling paste between the heatsink and the processor. So this is how you can do it. Unscrew all the screws. Same with fan. Sometimes fan is connected to the heatsink, so let's unscrew all the screws for the fan. So if the fan is clogged with hair or doesn't spin or makes grinding noise, this is when you would like to replace it. Watch out for the Wi-Fi antenna. It's routed through the fan. Okay, now we can take out the heatsink. Oh, both parts are separate. That's our part number. Be careful, don't bend the heatsink. If you bend it, it won't work anymore. And that's our cooling fan. Oh, there's one more screw here. And disconnect from the motherboard. And here we have the part number. That's our motherboard and the I/O board with the USB port. So if that port doesn't work, you can replace this board. In order to take out this board, we have to unscrew the hinges. Because the hinges for the screen, they both cover the I/O board and the motherboard. So now gently unfold the hinges to free up our boards. So to take out that I/O board, disconnect from the motherboard. I usually close the clip, otherwise you can break it. It's very fragile. Alright, and that's our USB port board. And now we are pulling out the motherboard, so disconnect all the remaining connectors, the keyboard, and the video cable. And now let's check, there are a few more screws. Take out the screws. One more connector here. Alright, and the motherboard is out. Here we can see our processor. The processor is soldered on the motherboard, so if it doesn't work, you have to buy the whole new motherboard. If you are looking for parts, check gotlaptopparts.com. Alright, and now we can disconnect our Palmrest keyboard touchpad assembly from the screen. So that's the keyboard touchpad. Let's see if we can take out just the touchpad. Okay, yeah, and this way we can take out the touchpad. So if the touchpad doesn't work, you can replace it. Here we have the part numbers. And the keyboard is riveted to the Palmrest, so you cannot replace it. If the keyboard doesn't work, you have to buy the whole Palmrest keyboard assembly like that. Okay, so now we are pulling out the LCD. So slide that hinge clutch cover. Now we can take it off. Now under this cover here, we should have screws. Now we have to take off the front bezel, so find a gap where you can catch the bezel and unhook all the clips. Sometimes you have to wiggle this plastic to disconnect the clips. Alright, and this way the bezel is out. Here we have the part number. Now I'm looking at the screen to see where we have the pull tabs. So now let's take off the hinges with screen rails. Okay, so the hinges seats are out. Okay, so once you have all the cables out of your way, you can take out this LCD with the screen rail. And now we can disconnect our video cable on the back. So that's the video cable. Here we have the part number. The video cable connects with webcam. Okay, so that's the video cable. That's our webcam. The webcam is glued to the back cover. So let's leave it in. That's our back cover. Here we have the part number. And that's our screen with LCD rails. Here we have the model number for the screen. Rails are glued to the screen with adhesive. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.